Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading from Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So of course it's a really large collective of people. If you feel like the reading doesn't resonate with your life, that's okay. Just discard it. It's just for someone else. Remember that there is no gender here. If I pull a king, a queen, an emperor, or an empress, it really doesn't have anything to do with their sex or gender. It's about a personality, and I'll definitely describe it. You'll know who we're talking about. All the information for personal reading is in the description of the video. I also offer a membership. If you're interested in that, you can hit the join button or check out the membership tab. I do some extended readings there. I give tarot lessons. We talk about mental health issues, and of course there's all kinds of readings and live readings going on there. If you have a tarot channel and you'd like to go live with me to get some exposure to my viewers too, you can just hit me up. My information's in the description of the video. Schedule a live. So we're just going to take a little look at what's going on with y'all. This is just a random situation. We'll see if there's anything to really worry about with it, and we'll pull some advice. Okay. Yikes. It's two cards wanting to flip completely over. So we have Celestial Embrace, which is interesting because the overall energy is the sun. I am made of stardust. I am connected to the energy of the universe. The same light that shines from the stars shines through me. I am held in a celestial embrace. My life is sacred. We have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, and giving money. But this can also be an exchange of time or energy. So with the sun, we have the Nine of Swords, the Emperor and the Empress, Libra, Taurus, Aries energy. The High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands. We have some Cancer, Pisces here. And I did have a new romantic cycle for Cancer, so if that's relevant to you, you can check that reading out. At the bottom of the deck, we had the Seven of Wands. I do feel like wow, yeah. Some of you definitely have Cancer in your chart, period. There is this realization about your own fears here. So with the Nine of Swords, it's like a lot of stress and anxiety around a relationship. And I think the major blockage here where things just get really overwhelming and don't move is that people kind of would just keep moving about and not talking about things with the High Priestess. Kind of like keeping things to themselves and feeling like they can't speak on things, So I think what's ending here is the hardship in a relationship where two people are realizing that they can actually communicate. I think that there's a lot of growth in the relationship. I mean, can't get any clearer than that couple, right? Now, what's kind of interesting here is that I think that what's absolutely known is that the fear in the relationship really is just mental. It's not like necessarily what another person is doing. It's more like the things that are triggers for you, things that you didn't heal from, I think had to happen for this to change. So I think there's still some fear. But I feel like here it's deciding like what fear should you get energy to, like, because it's part of the trigger. There's still a choice there, before you react, before you, you know, um, get into something, maybe like setting soft boundaries first, like telling someone kind of like why they shouldn't do that or why it bothers you. There's just like a lot of change and growth here, mostly in both parties though, the Emperor and the Empress. Like, I think both of you have like this even exchange of energy, but it through time has been difficult. But I feel like it's also like finally releasing these fears and this need to, I think, really like protect oneself in like maybe even like maladaptive ways, If anything, I think like the softening again of a relationship. This is very much like the Cancer reading, which doesn't happen often for Virgo, but anything to worry about? Like, I feel like you realize here that like, like the connection that you're in is sacred, like there is something very like spiritual about the two of you, how you are able to consistently like overcome hardships no matter what. Just, I think, fighting and fighting and fighting through everything, no matter how hard it is, there's always payment for that, The Eight of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. I feel like there is, maybe there's this part of you that gets quite defensive sometimes, and that, and you try to control it. But I think sometimes when a person is talking to you here, like, they may say things that you take as like deeply painful or something that you really have to pay attention to, because I don't think that they're actually being said to you in that way, but I think that it like triggers this thing with you that's from like something in childhood, and it actually doesn't have much to do with this person. Is actually we're not really responsible for the triggers that we're given, right? Like if we've endured some kind of like abuse or like neglect or just like something in childhood, that's not your fault, but it is like totally your responsibility as an adult to look into it and heal it, So it could be like, you may be feeling like somebody is attacking you when they're trying to talk to you here. You can't do that. I feel like here you have to like empathize with this person, and in order to do that, you're going to have to actually listen to where they're coming from and from an emotional space, and like just clearly let them say what they're saying. This is how relationships really work. If every time somebody tries to come to you with a question or for reassurance, you feel attacked and you push them away, nothing's going to work out, and I think that there is a repetitive cycle with that in the past. So you have to be careful this week of trying to avoid a conversation or just getting really like offended or like defensive or feeling attacked by someone who's really, I think, just trying to get some reassurance here. You have to really listen to what this person's saying, especially if you do want the relationship, because it's very easy to make it seem like you don't care in the situation, right? By trying to avoid it, and that is going to be painful to someone else. You have to think about it from their perspective as well, how you behave. And if you wanted reassurance, would you want them to just give it to you, or would you want them to be defensive and like feeling like attacked and like they need to respond in some kind of way, And the advice, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower, bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups, yeah. There really is something that you need to look into here emotionally, where someone else can kind of like make you feel very threatened by even just trying to have the most basic conversation with you. Maybe you weren't raised in a space where it was okay to say like what you thought or felt. You don't really know how to do that or something, but it's actually going to be imperative in life to do that, to have healthy relationships. There's like this, I want to say, thinking pattern that just is like, I feel like maybe family bred, I feel like, it's just something that you've always known that's not actually correct, and it keeps, you'll know because it keeps creating chaos. It's already caused a problem in the past, and I think it comes down to really feeling like triggered or like aggressive or feeling like you're being attacked. I think somebody's just gonna be trying to have like clear something up so that the relationship really can move forward in a positive way. And how you respond to or how you listen to and talk to this person is going to solidify whether a relationship is going to last or not. That's kind of the warning here. You know, I think that you care about this person and they deserve for you to be able to sit down and actually listen to what they are saying without feeling attacked. I don't feel like they're attacking you. I feel like they are trying to really give you the blueprint on how they would like to be treated, and like what they need for respect in a relationship. And honestly, if you can't sit with that, the truth is you ain't shit. Just as you would say if it was the other way around. I think that it's important for you to remain calm and allow this person to really have that conversation with you, and to be able to offer the reassurance that they want. Sometimes, you think somebody's being an absolute asshole and they're like accusing you of shit, but they're not. They're actually just asking you to let them know if they're safe in the relationship or not. Like sometimes it's just that simple, and I think it's something like this. So if you really want the relationship to end up in a more positive thing, then you kind of have to look at your own energy here with it. And that's the advice. Okay, I'll see you soon.